Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's episode of Intuitive Angling, and hope you guys are having a good day, and really appreciate y'all swinging by the channel to check today's video out. Guys, have another cheater update for y'all. One of the things I like to do on the channel here is anytime that we see a cheating story come up, I want to relay it to you guys, so maybe the more public awareness we can bring to it, the more we can stop this from happening, because it seems like it happens pretty regularly. But anyway, got a story I want to share with you guys that happened last week, so we're going to get into that in today's video. Also, guys, two quick little housekeeping tips here before we get started. Just wanted to remind you that anyone interested in booking an on-the-water lesson with me, you can do that by going to my Facebook page, Randy Blaukat, Professional Angler, and just shoot me a private message, and I'll give you guys the information for that. And also, please swing by and check out my Fish the Moment Lake Map breakdowns. We got all of our winter maps up there, actually for all seasons of the year. Great resources, guys, to learn more about your favorite lake. It gives you a lot of good fishing spots. And also, I'm going to include my email address for everybody that purchases the map, so you can contact me directly if you have any questions on the map you purchase. So I'll put the Fish the Moment Lake Map breakdown link in the description of this video. Okay, guys, I'm reporting this story. Actually, I'm going to give credit where credit was due. This was a story that was first covered by a couple days ago by the Get Your Fish On YouTube channel, and also by Slick Johnson. I think Slick Johnson is the one that initially found this out. But what had happened is, I believe it was last week or maybe the week before, there was an angler named Curtis Johnson who was accused of cheating in this tournament here. Actually admitted it, so I'm going to sort of get into that. But what happened is there was a big buddy tournament on there to benefit a cancer victim down at West Point Lake in Georgia. And some anglers, the day before the tournament, they found a cage of fish tied out to a buoy. And they pulled it up and released them. But what they did is they contacted the authorities, told them the situation. I guess they stayed out there the next day and they videotaped this Curtis Johnson going over to the buoy and trying to retrieve this basket of fish that was no longer there. So I guess back at the weigh-in, he was confronted by it, initially denied it, and then he wound up admitting it, that, you know, that he had done that. So at this point, you know, it's alleged, you know, he hasn't been found guilty of anything, but, you know, if you admit it, you know, what else is there to have to accomplish there? So anyway, this is another in the never-ending string of cheating situations. One of the things that I want to do in this video, aside from bringing a light to this Curtis Johnson dude, who apparently has won a lot of money in the past, you know, and speculating, I mean, if he cheated in this tournament, I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire, so you never know on that. But I want to speak to the bigger picture here of this whole cheating that comes up regularly, and sort of give you guys my opinion on it, and maybe what can be done, and be curious to get your guys' opinion too. So guys, I have, like a lot of guys, I started out fishing buddy tournaments, and I fished buddy tournaments, you know, pretty much my whole career. Haven't that much in the past 20 years or so, but I used to fish a lot of them, and I got a lot of my friends that still fish them. And cheating is rampant in buddy tournaments. I don't care what anybody says, it goes on all the time. Just because they don't get caught doesn't mean it's not going on, because I tell you, one of the most fishy examples that I have consistently seen in buddy tournaments is throughout my whole 50-year tournament fishing career, I have noticed over and over again that you'll get a team, two guys out there that go through periods where they just completely dominate. And it seems like they dominate in the big buddy tournaments, like the ones where they give a boat away for first or something like that. And for whatever reason, they just always wind up winning time after time after time again. And you guys, anyone that fishes tournaments knows that nobody can be that consistent in winning. There's a difference between like being consistent check casher, but winning, there are so many things that have to fall into place just perfectly to win, for people to put together these unbelievable winning streaks. And then if they happen to get in like some type of a co-angler, or you know, just a draw type tournament, or a co-angler tournament, miraculously they don't win any good. But in these buddy tournaments, they dominate everything. So there's a lot of fishy stuff that has always gone on in buddy tournaments, and I I speculate that the majority of the people that cheat in buddy tournaments do not get caught, because it's not rocket science, guys. I can promise you, if anyone out there, if you said and you spent a lot of time figuring out how to cheat, you could probably do it and not get caught. Most of the people I think that wind up getting caught cheating are the ones that they're not smart about it. They try to do it they try to do it too many times, because there has been some evil geniuses out there throughout the course of me following tournaments and being involved in tournaments. I have, like everybody else, I've witnessed different cheating situations where people have got caught cheating, and most of the time it's because they've probably been doing it all the time. So cheating is pretty rampant in buddy tournaments, in my opinion. Not so much, or not at all, basically, in your co-angler type tournaments, or tournaments where you have some type of observers there. But what we have to sort of address in this situation, if we want to get this out of fishing, is you pretty much have, if you want to have a bass tournament that is cheater free, you pretty much have to have some type of a marshal or some type of a co-angler in the boat with that person. If you have these tournaments where you have big money on the line and you got buddies fishing that are friends of each other, you're sort of opening yourself up to situations like that, like what happened at West Point Lake last week, and what happened with the walleye cheaters, and what's happened over and over and over again. So the tournament directors have really, I don't think that they've done a very good job in setting up a format that just completely discourages cheating, because in a lot of these tournaments, guys, that my buddies fish and I fished, there's always 2 or 3 teams out there that are sort of like people, it's like they're, I don't want to say known cheaters, because they may have never been caught cheating, but everybody accuses them of cheating, and they don't do that just randomly, because accusing somebody of cheating is a serious accusation. So you have to have something backed up by it. But so many of the circuits that I've been around, buddy type circuits out there, there's always a handful of teams out there that people are just talking behind their back about these people cheating. And a lot of times the tournament directors sort of turn a blind eye to it. They don't do anything about it. So the answer with that, unless you just want to completely get rid of buddy tournaments, they've got to figure out some way to make a buddy tournament system a little bit more cheater proof, because I really think that it's going on a lot more than what people think they do. When you're talking about easy money, somebody gets out there and says, man, you know, God, they're giving away a boat for this tournament. It's like, God, why can't we just plant a few fish here, or do this or that? It's like that. You know, there's always going to be some bad apples out there that take advantage of that. So this is going to be something that we see over and over again until we get a format change. And like I said, it takes, if somebody was to cheat in some type of a co-angler or draw or marshalling tournament, you know, they really have to put a lot of effort into it. And there's only been 2 situations out of the 50 years that I fished. I'm only aware of 2 cheating situations that came about in some type of a co-angler or marshal type tournament. Both of them got caught, because anytime that you're cheating in a tournament like that, if the marshal is halfway of a bass fisherman, they can tell when something is off and something weird's going on. But not so much in buddy tournaments. I mean, I bet, in fact, I'm positive, guys, there has been thousands of buddy tournaments where there's been cheating in that people did not get caught in. I mean, that's just sort of the nature of that type of format. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up, guys. Just anytime that I see something like this, like I said, I want to bring it up to you guys, just sort of maybe increase awareness on it. And let me know what you all think. What do you guys think the solution is to this deal is? Because it seems it's been going on ever since I started fishing back in the 70s. I remember accusations of people doing that, you know, 50 years ago, and it still is going on today. So it's a bad look for the sport. Like I said, that doesn't, we have a lot of opposition to the sport from the public that don't understand it, and we don't need more, because this just adds fuel to the fire. So anyway, let me know what y'all think. We'll talk later.